Isn't it insult if a girl calls her dick perfect?
I think so, dude.
Snapchat, snapping you no pussy hoes.
Thank God for making me free, amen.
So he got MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Finals MVP.
You
could tell all those emotions I poured out. You just sat there and cried. I was like, man.
Yeah. All right, so we left off at Pat's top 5, and I still got my last slot to give. Top 5 smoke sesh. I got another top 5
smoke sesh. I have. Oh shit! I'm recording. You good there?
Mr. Lip Buddy, come on.
I'm not driving.
I have Warren Buffett, Elon Musk,
Rich.
Donald Trump.
Rich.
Let's go. Let's. Oh, Ty drunk as fuck. Ty drunk as fuck.
Babe.
What the fuck is that, Ty? What is that gonna do?
Get it away from Jet.
No, you don't know where
TikTok.
going.
Another TikTok of me spilling shit. Almost Get it away from Jet.
bro.
Ty drunk as fuck.
We'll clean it up after. Y'all can
Okay.
see it
I
there.
have Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Genghis Khan, and Alexander the Great.
Holy fuck,
Jesus.
bro.
Five
old
world,
You
motherfuckers.
thought about that.
5 world conquerors.
Warren Buffett,
But think about it. You
'Cause
wouldn't know
he's
what the
gonna
fucking
tell-
thought process
he's
was.
gonna tell me what to fucking invest in. Donald Trump, so I can get a loan of $1 million. Elon Musk, to see how to grow my wealth. Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great, to teach me how to.
How long
to
did you
lead.
think about this shit?
How to lead.
A
When
smoke
you were
sesh.
talking.
Yeah, because it took me forever to figure some
I was
shit out.
like, who do I want? And then I was just thinking, I was like, 2 of the biggest leaders in the world
Yeah.
that conquered all of
The world.
the world.
Yeah.
Genghis
Yeah.
Khan.
That's a good list, honestly. I mean, I just settled on Michael Jackson for my 5th.
I'm just thinking about what Genghis Khan would be like high.
That
Like, would he
motherfucking-
relax?
Didn't he? They might not even
They
know
maybe
what
had
high
shit-
was at that time.
Maybe they had
Bro.
shit
Or
that
they
was
just had
worse.
some crazy ass shit.
Said, "You poisoned me."
Yeah. Stab.
Dead. That motherfucker
Stabbed.
dead. Next day,
Yeah.
motherfucker was dead.
He's over here geeking. He's like, "Shit, you poisoned me." And then, like,
Wealthiest
3
person.
hours later, he's fine.
Wealthiest person, Elon Musk, is dead by Elon or by Genghis
I
Khan.
guess God.
People want to call
He's
Genghis
like-
Khan Genghis Grill.
I am cool with it. Man was a pimp at heart.
I almost did. All right, the last question. This is a question I want to ask Jet. Everyone can answer though, but this is just one because he's on here. What's your top 5 favorite rapper list? Not favorite. Top 5 best rapper list.
Oh man,
This
all time.
era
Yeah.
or like
This is like a question you hear on
all
like a
time?
radio, all time, like your top
Like-
5 dead or alive all time.
Man,
It's like something you hear on like a radio station, like Sway in the Morning or something.
okay. No, I'm down for it. Okay, this is my top 5.
J. Cole.
J. Cole is number 1. He's my number 1.
Yeah.
And I would like to elaborate a little bit at the end,
You
but
don't even gotta. You don't even gotta.
J. Cole, Lil Wayne,
That's a good one.
I'm gonna say Eminem. I feel like I can't put him much lower than 3. He did a lot. He's for the culture.
Yeah.
Andre 3000.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Wish we got that solo album. And my 5, I'm gonna go Ice Cube.
Really?
Yeah.
Cute.
And-
He's a good
Impact?
writer. He's a
Is
good
that
writer.
Impact?
Yeah, like I feel like
the impact on the community.
I don't know. I feel like Ice Cube, like he's like a trailblazer. Like he did some
Yeah.
things that set the trend for a lot of rappers today.
Yeah.
But I really just want to talk about J. Cole. Like,
I loved Are We There
Yeah,
Yet?
so. Shit. I mean, he was like one of the first rappers in a movie. I mean, Tupac was actually. might be the first-
Friday. Ice Cube did Friday.
Was Friday before Juice?
I think so. I want to say so. But both of them.
I have no clue on that one.
I did leave Tupac and Biggie off my list though.
Yeah, that was something that was crazy to me because they were both in my top 5.
I respect that. Just
I mean, that's like class. Those two, they just like I feel like have to go on. Like I put Biggie above Tupac, but
I would put Biggie above
yeah,
Tupac too.
But
But Cole is my number 1 for the same reasons that Tupac would be someone else's number 1. I feel like what J. Cole means to me and a lot of other people, he's like not only is he an elite rapper, like you look at just like the lyrical skills and all that, he's up there, but he's like the heart of rap. Like he
Yeah.
when I say the heart, I don't mean like everything like revolves around him.
Kendrick got like the heart part 1 through 5.
But Kendrick's the mind. Kendrick's so intellectual. He's so great with what he does.
Intellectual, yeah.
But J. Cole, like what he says, I feel. Everything he says, I feel it.
Yeah, J. Cole speaks from the heart. Kendrick speaks like from the mind, and then
Drake
everything.
Drake for the people.
Body.
Drake for the people, baby.
Drake for the people. How'd you feel when J. Cole was getting shitted on?
Oh man, it was a tough time period.
J. Cole is one of those people you cannot cancel. Like J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. I mean, the top three, like the three, like of our generation, you can't cancel those dudes.
Yeah,
you cannot cancel them. And then like, even the OGs, like you can't cancel like Dr. Dre or Eminem or like Jay-Z. You can't cancel those people either.
They're too top.
Once you gain that amount of
so much respect.
You gain that respect. You can't cancel those people.
Yeah, especially Eminem, bro. People discredit Eminem now.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he started a movement that couldn't be stopped at that point. After
like,
all his shit,
even though
bro,
I don't like his music as much as I like his old shit, but his lyricism and his bars are still there. It's just like he has a weird flow right now, and it's like even though he be flowing, but like it's just he's trying to hang with the younger guys.
Can I ask a quick question? Do y'all feel like artists can ruin their legacy with their like later music?
Yep.
I respect that.
See, Eminem, that I mean,
prime example.
He's a prime example. It's like, I mean, he's not ruining his legacy. Like everyone knows what he did, and where like he was at in his prime, but you have to understand like he's still trying to stick to that old lyricism, and he's trying to adapt to the new generation of rap, but
not working.
It's not his style. He should have just stuck to what he was good at. Even though I don't want to box like someone in, because I hate whenever someone boxes me in, but like this style just isn't his style. Yeah. Like he could have gone a different route.
Yeah.
And like it's not working for him.
You can even evolve on your style. Like you can change it and evolve it and be, because even like Logic, like I fell off of Logic for a while. Yeah. But I don't remember what albums he put out that I didn't really like, but Under Pressure, like that.
It's for his debut album. Yeah.
That was No Pressure.
Album.
Then I think it's called No Pressure. He released like another one that was called Pressure.
Right here? You mean right here?
Right there.
Yeah.
That was his last major album was No Pressure. He just dropped one last week. I
saw that one. It's Final Days, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It was pretty good. It's pretty good to be honest. It's way better than No Pressure, honestly, in my opinion.
I thought No Pressure and That's about equal, but his top three is probably like Under Pressure, No Pressure, Incredible True Story, then Final Days. His newest one. His newest one is like mixtape. Him.
Okay, I got you.
I'm a fan of Logic, so
I was just curious.
31 songs, right?
30.
Damn. 30 songs.
30. But like half of them are skits.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Only reason I asked is just because with Eminem, I feel like what he meant at the time that he was popping means more than what he is to us now.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I still can like. I feel like Eminem is like solidified.
He's always top 3 in my opinion. Just because the impact, the movement he put on it, and then like just he had to prove something with him.
So the reason the reason he had to prove. I mean, we can turn this to a rap podcast real quick.
It don't matter.
I can talk about this all day.
It doesn't matter. We can just keep talking.
Yeah. It don't matter. So
the reason he has something to prove is because he was like if you subtract Vanilla Ice, who had that one big Ice Baby,
one-hit wonders. Like, one-hit wonders are out of the situation right here.
So like, but Eminem was like the first like white rapper in a section of creativity that was predominantly black, even though every single music genre was created by black people, every single one.
Yeah.
So, that's why he was kind of like Elvis. Even though because Elvis movie coming out recent like now.
Yeah.
So like he was kind of like Elvis. Like Elvis like kind of took control of the like black culture, and like Elvis actually stole songs from like black people and stuff. And Eminem didn't do that, but like he kind of took that culture and he admits to it. And
getting kind of sticky, huh?
Yeah.
It's getting sticky
from your mistake. That's crazy.
I think about who he.
But that's like him being white. He's even admitted in his songs it helped him propel to like being one of the top artists.
For sure. I just think about who he came up with. Because, like, whenever he was coming up,
crazy motherfuckers.
Dr. Dre was, you know, he was just putting out, like, the Chronic and everything. Like, he was at the top of his game. Jay-Z, early Kanye, early Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
A lot of goats. And he made a name for himself. Yeah. And to be white and, like, gather that respect, for real respect.
I mean, yeah, in an industry that's predominantly black, yeah, it was hard for him as a white person, but like usually that don't happen. Like as a white person, it's not hard for like white people to do that shit. But it wasn't that it wasn't that like industry. But dude, there was a lot of like
50
crazy
Cent
people. He found 50.
Yeah, he found 50.
Him and Dre found 50.
You're right. Well,
like that whole aftermath was a crazy era. Like I wish I was old enough to like really acknowledge like that when it was happening, because I was like 5 years old.
Yeah, when it was too young.
I was like 5 or less years old whenever it was happening, and like because he linked with Dre. I don't know if you ever heard the story of the first time him and Dre linked. He was like wearing a full banana, or not banana, but yellow. He looks like a banana. Dre describes it as a banana. That's how Dre described it, but it was like
it's one of my favorite songs by him too. Yeah,
it was.
I know what you're talking about.
It was a full like yellow jumpsuit that he showed up to Dre's studio for the first time, and Dre played a beat and he started freestyling to it, and it was "My Name Is." Yeah.
Damn.
And so.
And it was like mostly freestyle, right?
Yeah. He started freestyling to it. Like he was like, "Hi, my name is what? My name is who? My name is Slim Shady," and then you know.
Everyone knows that shit.
The story goes.
So you know how it goes. But yeah, that was the first song that they had like in the thing. It's a crazy story. But like him, Snoop was before him, but like he came up and like his mentors are Snoop and shit.
Yeah.
But I try to stay away from Eminem because I'm white, so I don't want to get compared to that. So I try to stay away from that topic.
Yeah. So who are y'all's top fives?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I straight far away from that.
Yeah,
because I know I can talk with Jet about this shit forever.
Oh yeah.
I would say number one, I put like, hold on. I'll put Andre 3000 at 1, and then I would put fucking I'll put Eminem at 2.
Okay.
J. Cole, and then I'll put Big Nas. And then I'll put Capital C.
Okay, so you put OG Nas.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
I'm glad that you called him Big Nas and clarified.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, because I was at the mall. Wait, who was your last one? Just so I know. Who was it?
Capital C's. Just because I like the impact on Joey, and I like the backstory.
I love Cap C's.
We both know the backstory. I don't know about y'all too, but like Capital C's, I have so much respect for him just because of the impact he put on Joey.
Yeah. But what I was going to say was... the other day, I was at the mall with my little cousin. Like we were shopping and stuff. Like I was hanging out with my cousin or whatever. So, I was looking for a Nas shirt, right? Because like the one I have now got too small for me or whatever. It's shrunk in the wash and stuff. And I asked the lady. I was like, "Do y'all have any like Nas shirts?" And she was like, "Little Nas X," and I was like, "No." I was like, "OG Nas," and she's like, "Oh, okay." So I'm glad that you clarified Big Nas. Okay. It's like he is Nas.
Yeah.
Like
he's the
whenever
original.
you say Nas,
by far.
you're talking about Nasir. It's Nas.
Yeah.
And then whenever you say Little Nas, then you're talking about Nas X. But I don't know.
I don't listen to a lot of rap.
Yeah. So what's your top 5 favorite musical artists?
Musical artists?
Yeah. For you.
Oh, I got his.
I'm glad you put it like that.
Is Ariana in there?
Yeah.
Bro?
Yeah.
You was Ariana Grande, bro.
I was her 0.01% of listeners on Spotify.
Hey.
I think more recently, I think I have Harry Styles up there after his latest album.
Harry's good.
It's a good album.
Yeah,
was it Harry's Room?
Harry's
House.
Harry's House.
That's right.
His music just makes me happy. What else? Ariana Grande. I think Bryson Tiller. Frank Ocean.
Good one.
Who do I have? I have Ariana Grande.
Harry
Styles, Frank Ocean, Bryson Tiller, and I think UGK.
UGK?
There's a little bit of curveball.
Oh, UGK is a good one.
It's a good one.
I like the international player anthem.
Yeah, that's one I didn't expect, really.
So, can I ask, so is Ariana, so that's your greatest artist of all time?
Probably,
Not that I disagree.
I'm just saying, like, there is a Michael Jackson, there's a Prince out there, you know. If we're talking greatest artist, not greatest rapper or whatever. But,
I mean, the whole general thing was artist, so.
Yeah, but.
Well, I asked him rapper. That was the initial question. But for him, because he doesn't listen to rap that much.
Yeah, Ariana Grande.
But I'm glad you said artist, because I want to know who y'all's best artist is ever. Because I think
best,
Kanye.
Actually,
my
Kanye.
best artist and my favorite are different.
I think
I want to know who your best is.
I'm going to put Kanye up there.
Kanye is my best artist as well.
Michael
My
Jackson always
favorite
be number
album
one for
by
me.
him, it's 808 and Heartbreak.
Oh, man. Bro, that man.
Fuck Kanye, you're.
808 and Heartbreak, yeah. I can definitely
That's
put
the
that one.
album that got me into Kanye
Because
West.
Kanye, it was like more of like a revolutionary like album. It just brought out a whole new
I didn't
musical
listen
side
to
of the
him.
whole industry.
I listened to him when The Life of Pablo came out
Mm-hmm.
because we were still in high school and everyone was playing The Life of Pablo.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went
to
down.
that shit.
And then I went down to 808 and Heartbreak and I was like, dude, this album is just so good. All the instrumentals, I was just like, dude.
That was right after his mom died.
I was like, this album's
Donda?
crazy.
Donda, yeah. Donda.
Yeah.
Donda.
I think 808 and Heartbreak got me into Kanye West.
Really?
And I'm okay. So Graduation got me into Kanye.
I agree. That was the first album I heard from Kanye was Graduation.
I think that's the one I liked, but I still say fuck Kanye.
Why is it fuck Kanye?
I
Is
don't
it
like
him
his
as a person?
actions. I don't like his actions
His
as a person.
actions.
I
See,
But
respect
that's the
that.
only reason.
See,
Because
I
I look at more people, look at people more of like what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say. I guess I would say lately. I'm just like, not even lately. Just he has really spontaneous actions, which
Yeah.
I respect sometimes. But like him, it's just like, what the fuck?
See,
Like-
the reason...
But I kind of like it in a way. But I'm still on fuck Kanye train. You know, we'll keep going on this podcast.
With
Maybe
Kanye,
at the end of like the 30th episode, I'll be like, yeah, I love Kanye now. But you know,
with Kanye, it's like I agree with you. Some of his actions I don't agree with.
yeah.
Like he's being fucking stupid, but like his whole bipolar shit. I can understand when he's being stupid if it's like actually like he's actually bipolar, which I think he is. But besides that, like I try and look past all that, and it's like he is a musical genius. He is a genius, and he's a marketing genius.
See, I
Like
think
that's why
past
I
that
don't know
far.
about the whole
That's-
bipolar shit. Because like after seeing
Yeah.
the documentary, especially, it's like he knows what he's doing.
Man,
I made
he's
$1 million a
always
minute.
known.
I
He's
made $1
he
million a
like
minute.
like he like even whenever like be like whenever
There's
because
two
like in the
podcasts
documentary
right
when he was
here,
younger, it seemed like he was normal in the doc and stuff, and even though he seemed normal, he hopped up on fucking that one shit about whatever it was about, and he was like, George Bush don't care about black people, or
Yeah.
like whenever
National
he
TV.
whenever he did the Beyonce and Taylor Swift thing of stole the mic from Taylor Swift, he hadn't been diagnosed with like bipolar. No one expected him to have bipolar at that time. He was
Bipolar
normal.
is just a little
but
slap
he
on the
knew-
wrist diagnosed, bro. What the fuck?
he knew what he was doing. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's still that same shit now.
Yeah.
They diagnosed him with bipolar now just because off of what he knows will get
Yeah.
reactions. He's a marketing genius. He's a musical genius.
I'll watch that
I have to
documentary
change my top 5.
tomorrow.
I think Bruno Mars is
Should
up
watch
there.
it.
Oh,
Really?
Bruno.
Bruno
Yeah,
Mars,
yeah.
because he's
As
a short
creative,
king.
bro.
He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
short
Yeah.
king.
But as a creative, bro, that Silk Sonic shit's
That's my-
fire, bro.
that's my-
Man, fire.
Dude, that brought me back to my childhood right there, bro.
For real.
Fucking hearing all that shit.
This bitch. That's my favorite part.
I love how they made the meme. It just cuts off this bitch. I'm like, yeah.
So
Once I heard that, I was like, yeah.
I agree with what y'all are saying, both of y'all, about Kanye, because I think there's we've seen so many different examples of how Kanye can act.
Act out, yeah.
But I have some respect for like how he deals with everything, because like this is my thing, at least after the Taylor Swift incident, because that's whenever like my Kanye knowledge kind of starts. And a little bit before that, but people were calling Kanye crazy for the longest.
Yeah,
like,
they were.
like everybody was against Kanye. And I think at a certain point, like if you have everybody telling you what you are and speaking for you, at some point maybe you do just kind of like, okay, y'all think I'm crazy, I'm gonna tell y'all what I really think, you know.
And then whenever you say what you say what you really think, that's when people think you're crazy.
Yeah.
Because like everybody has those thoughts of like some crazy shit, and Kanye just putting it out there at that point.
Yeah, he's just like
all those crazy thoughts that everybody has. Kanye's putting that out there.
What are your top 3 Kanye albums?
For me,
it's easy. I think
it's easy for me too. Graduation's my number 1. Okay.
Take notes.
Just because
I listen to all the songs. I know. I don't just fucking throw them in the back. I still listen.
Graduation's my top album from Kanye because that's what I found him on. And that's what I love him. Like why I grew to love him. After Graduation, I would say 808s and Heartbreaks, and then College Dropout.
Wow.
Wait, is the question favorite or best?
I'm about the same as you.
Your favorite.
Favorite?
Yeah.
And then what were your favorites? I heard Yeezus was your number 1.
What?
Did you not say Yeezus was your number 1?
No, he said 808. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm tripping.
Sorry,
Mine goes.
Yeezus was good musically, honestly. Like, now that time has gone on.
808 and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies, and then
I forgot about My Beautiful Dark.
And then
replace College Dropout with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies.
I keep your answer on that one. I keep your answer.
The Life of Pablo.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is his best work of art, in my opinion. I put it over Graduation. I lied.
I think his best song is in that album.
What do you think his best song is? Runaway?
Runaway.
It's an elite song.
I think that's his magnum opus.
On the MPC?
Oh, I think that's his magnum opus, and I also think, or speaking of magnum opus, I think Frank's magnum opus is Pyramids.
Really?
Damn, we might have to do a part 2 on this shit, bro.
Man, I hope we do.
This podcast just talking about rap. Like, that'll get me excited.
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
I'm with you,
hey,
bro.
I want to hear why. Pyramids is I think it's a great song. Some people don't like it, but
yeah, I think it's one of my favorite songs, and I think he just put everything together, especially the transition in the middle. It's just too perfect. I don't think he has a song like that.
Okay, that's a whole conversation. I do want to say my top 3.
Go ahead.
Though, and I think I'm gonna shock y'all with my number 3, but okay. I'm gonna go Graduation, 808s, Donda. I really like Donda.
See, Donda was the thing with Donda, it was well produced, like any Kanye album. Kanye, in my opinion, is the best producer. Like, as in making the beats and then putting who fits where in that perspective. But I feel like, at least Kanye-wise, his lyrics were not the best.
I agree.
As his other albums.
I felt like it was rushed. Donda was really rushed, it felt like.
Yeah, I feel like he changed his method, especially, like when I first heard it on, like, the release party, like, streams and stuff, he was, like, it sounded unfinished, which it was, and then, like, I saw, like, the behind the scenes before we saw the behind the scenes before we even heard the album, and he was freestyling to it, and I feel like for, like, a major album, you can't be freestyling and shit.
I respect that.
You have to be writing and giving your thoughts, like, really taking time to give your thoughts.
Perfectly put together. The reason why I have Donda so high is because, look, I hope all of y'all can acknowledge Jesus is King was not a good album. It was just what I don't.
I don't even consider it in Kanye's discography.
Yeah, like whenever we talk top Kanye list, it's assumed that that's last. It'd be wild to hear that wasn't. But for him to blend genres between gospel and hip hop so well, like I think that's one of the most genre bending albums ever. Like he even got all the other artists, Travis Scott, Fivo Foreign, Playboy Cardi didn't really have that much, but
Playboy go crazy.
But all of them came in and performed his message well, very well produced. Yeah. Hurricane was an elite song.
Yeah. Weekend.
Yeah, like he had everybody come through and do their thing on that album.
So he had good features, that's for sure.
I can see your perspective. That's why I put him as like the best.
It was a good
producer.
blend, honestly, with his shit and then all the new shit coming up.
Yeah, because I completely agree. His rapping on that album was not on the tier of other Kanye's.
His flow, like some of his flows were there. Like Hurricane, his flow was there. Like he had a good, like it gave me chills, but his lyrics weren't quite there like they used to be. And after I saw the documentary, I was like, okay, yeah. Like, he was freestyling, like, he was kind of doing some Young Thug shit, which Young Thug, he freestyles bar for bar. Like, he'll go, like, make a bar and then punch in and whatever. Yeah. And he was doing that shit. And Kanye's old shit, whenever he was actually writing, was so much better.
Well developed.
But I can see, because that's why I put him as my best producers, because he was able to place those people in their verses, and he cut some verses like Soulja Boy, the most infamous one.
Yeah,
that does that, because he cut them off of there. But he's able to place those verses so well in certain places, and then make sure that his message that he wants to get across on his album is there.
Hot take: "Life of the Party" is a top 5 Kanye song.
I'm with you.
It'd
like
take us a while to actually get a top 5 Kanye songs. There's so many
bangers.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know, bro. There were just so many songs on there that I like.
Life of the Party is good. Now, I mean, this is off Graduation.
Man, fuck Kanye, bro.
I know.
You got me talking about him now. I'm like, fuck.
Bro, I'm gonna make you a playlist. Just wait on it.
You better send it to me then.
Going off
I've listened to all of them, I know.
There's one, because you said that, there's one song that, like, I feel, because, like, everyone be shitting on the song. But I think it's, like, actually a good, it's not, like, a top 10 Kanye song, but I think it's a good song, and everyone be shitting on it.
Is it Drunken Hot Girls?
Yep.
I knew it.
I was finna say, like, what's that title of it? Because I was like, Drunken Hot Girls. I was finna sing the hook for you. Yes, Drunken Hot Girls. I was like, it's not a bad song, in my opinion. Like, I love every single song in Graduation.
I agree. I 100% agree.
I'm like, why do people be shitting on this shit? Like, it's not bad.
I think Barry Bonds was worse than that song. It's like, this another hit, Barry Bonds.
Yeah. I agree. Even though I still like the Barry Bonds song, but I just like every single song in Graduation because I found him on that. So
you know what I appreciate about Kanye? I appreciate that you can hear, like, I feel like, nah, bro, please, pets. You can hear his rough drafts and then, like, his finished products. Like,
I respect him.
That's something he's brought to light, like, in the past, like with Donda. That's something he did. I feel like that's something he wanted to do, was bring it, like, to light, like the rough drafts, and show us that with, like, the listening parties and stuff. Yeah. And then show us the final product.
I even mean with older songs, like, I feel like Barry Bonds, like, I'm not saying a direct correlation, but Barry Bonds, in my opinion, turned into Bound 2. And, like, what are some other ones? Like, I just feel like,
and Bound 2 is a fucking classic, bro.
Yeah.
That's just fire.
You could see him capitalizing on, like, what maybe wasn't great in, like, other songs, and then turning it into things that are amazing.
Everyone knows Bound 2.
Bound 2's.
I want to fuck you hard on the scene.
A lot of people consider Bound 2 one of Kanye's best songs.
28?
Yeah.
Yeah, top 5 artists, Ice JJ Fish #1.
Yeah, I changed it, bro.
Okay.
Top 5 most influential.
All right, let me get my artist
influential.
Real quick. So.
Oh, top fucking 2 for that.
Ice JJ Fish.
Be yourself, bro. That man been. He bagged the same girl on his fucking Christmas album. That's all I gotta say. I know every album of his, bro. So don't even fucking try me on that.
I'll give my top 5. Luke guessed it before. Whenever we were off camera. Yeah. My top 5 would be Michael, Prince, Michael Jackson, to clarify. Prince.
We don't have an intro for this one. We're just going right in.
Well, this is the second half of that one.
So we're going to have like a 2-hour podcast?
We'll do the intro.
I thought we were going to do 2 podcasts because... Go ahead.
I'll explain it after I do this. Prince, Michael Jackson, Kanye West, Elton John, and Bob Dylan. Top 5 musical artists. Bob Dylan.
Okay.
I respect that. I don't know very much about Bob Dylan, but Elton John being in there, I can definitely respect.
Bob Dylan.
I subtract Bob though. Woo. Paul McCartney. Just because greatest songwriter of all time.
I respect it.
So explain that to you real quick. I'll do it on the podcast.
All live in the
We are recording, right?
We're gonna record the intro to this second one after we do the second half of it, because we already did the first half of this.
Wait, how much hours it says on that?
We stopped it, remember?
We
But
all live in the yellow
we'll record
submarine.
the intro after this. Yeah,
That's
Yellow
my favorite
Submarine.
Beatles song.
Actually, I just got Abbey Road on
fuck
vinyl.
yeah, I didn't think
about
Yeah, it's an OG one too. My grandpa, my actual grandpa, he gave me his copy of Abbey Road,
Man.
and it's like old as shit. It's like from whenever it was released and shit.
I love seeing
That's
my
dope,
parents
though.
like vinyls and shit. My mom has a fuck ton. Like
Right.
her whole office at work is just fucking vinyls,
Some of
and
them
then
could
her
be worth
work
some.
shit. And I'm just like, holy fuck! Like I went to my mom's office, and I was like, holy fuck! There was like Eminem shit. Like I was like, holy fuck! Why the fuck you listen to this shit? And I'm like, she was
what's
my age,
funny?
whatever.
I
She
only have like 30 vinyls right now.
I bought
Only 30? That's a nice little collection right there.
I
That's
bought
money right there.
I bought 4 vinyls, and they're all recent artist vinyls.
I mean, that's how I started. Like, I started with like a Logic, or actually I started with Logic, NWA, A Tribe Called Quest, and then Illmatic by Nas. That was my first 4.
Dude,
And that's 4 good ones.
Yeah.
my first 4 was all Coolio albums, bro. That was my dad's fucking like
Coolio.
number 1, bro. I was like,
Coolio.
shit. That's
Coolio
all I
was-
listened to. And then there was the
He was
Eminem one. And I was
popping in
like,
his time.
fuck, bro. I'm getting my dad next
So-
episode. My dad's on it, bro. Don't worry.
Old Gear Bear.
Oh, Bear Bear. Yeah, don't worry, man.
What was the question you had?
Okay, did y'all happen to see that top 10, or not top 10, it's Mount Rushmore of music for the 2010s, at least hip hop?
It was
2010?
Yeah, 2010s.
I don't remember who it was. It was like Kendrick Cole.
And Drake. And then
Drake.
everybody was saying, like, who's your 4th? Everybody would ask, like, oh, yeah, who's your 4th on the Mount Rushmore?
So this isn't it's 2010.
2010s. I'm curious to know who y'all's are.
The
but-
last 2.
Nah, because it's, well, Mount Rushmore only got 4 faces. It's the 4th. Drake,
Oh,
Kanye.
it's one more.
Yeah,
Is that
just
only
one
got
more.
4?
Yeah.
I don't know where it
It's all
is.
good. I don't even know where, I don't know where it is or anything.
There is
but
like
Washington.
rough. There's
I
so
think
many
state
good
of
artists,
Washington,
man.
right?
dude.
I don't know who's on the real Mount Rushmore, to be honest
Yeah.
with y'all. But
I think it's
We
Abe,
making our own, bro.
Abe, George Washington. I don't know after that.
I don't know.
The people who are on the
Guessing.
monies, on the fucking money.
But yeah, who are y'all's 4th?
My 4th. So it's right now it's J. Cole, Kendrick, and
Artist or rapper?
It could be an artist.
who was the third one that's already on there? J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake.
Drake.
For 2010.
Kanye.
I feel like
Miami
Kanye's
Vice.
2000s.
See, Kanye's 2000s to me too, but they can
Can I-
leak their way over to
Oh yeah.
2010.
Can I bring up who and why I wanted to bring this up?
Yeah.
I feel like I hope the next generation doesn't forget about Mac Miller. I think Mac Miller deserves the case to be that
won't
4th.
forgotten,
That's
bro.
why I hate of like people that are so talented dying early. I don't want the other generations to forget about it. But at the same time, Mac was a great artist, X was a great artist, Juice was a great artist. I don't think those 3 will get forgotten. Just like how Pac and Biggie haven't been forgotten. Like they're still in most people's top 5s.
Yeah.
And so
Sure.
I don't think they'll be forgotten. They won't be in people's top 5s like Biggie and Pac, but I mean X's streams are still more than most people's nowadays. Like so they're over 30 million a month.
I think
on
X
Spotify.
showed how to show your feelings a lot in rap.
Oh
Rap-
yeah.
Like you can compare. Nah, it's a shitty comparison, but I would say like X and Adele, but he showed it in rap rather than like.
I mean that's not a shitty comparison. That's like
yeah, but like
musically, that's
he
true.
really
Or
showed
lyricism.
how to like express your feelings on it.
Yeah.
Same with like Sam Smith
Be
too.
genuine. Like the reason his fans ride for him so hard is because like they felt that genuine expression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Especially
true.
because rap was so
And-
big. Like I would say, rap peaked at like 2014, 2016. Like
Or
that's
this,
when the
this version of
Yeah,
rap that we're
2010.
experiencing.
yeah. Like our
Yeah,
generation.
the 2010 style of rap.
Yeah. That's whenever everything kind of popped off. Everyone was like waiting for the next double XL and shit like that.
I would say 2016 is whenever it peaked, but
Well, yeah,
um,
but some shit like that kind of
Nah.
when someone talked about their feelings or
yeah.
shit like
I
that.
can go on a whole thing of X,
Yeah.
but like all I gotta say about him is he went from his screamo shit just because he had to do that shit just because he didn't have the quality of music that he could make on a major label.
Yeah.
Because he was like independent trying to make it. And then once he got signed and had the money to do what he wanted, he started making like 17 and the Question Mark album and shit like that. And like that switch it just showed his like versatility and how dynamic he could be as an artist. And it was like, damn, he's actually
that's
like,
how I felt. I gained so much respect for X after that album. I was like, fuck, like, because not much people really talked about that. Everyone's talking about like drugs, fucking bitches, and all that shit. And then it was like, once that switch happened,
he just showed his feelings, bro.
Yeah, like more artists kind of followed.
He was raw as fuck.
Yeah.
I think 17 is a classic, honestly.
Definitely.
I think in 10 years, and I know this is our generation, so we're going to be like talking about it in the future
Gen Z, guys. Gen Z, we're Gen Z. Yeah.
Oh, man. But I think in a few years, like, we're going to look back on 17 and be like, that was a moment. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we lived through it.
I mean, I'm already thinking like that. Like, damn, that's a moment.
Yeah, Kendrick, off, like, the first night of release, Kendrick was like, yo, I don't know if y'all know who this is, but this album is great. He's like, he poured his whole emotion into this. If you get Kendrick's approval, what else do you need?
You don't need
Kendrick's king of emotion.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
yeah.
You?
Yeah. yeah.
Kendrick has, hey, you're right.
Hey, man. I mean, so, okay, I'm going to say this later because we're on a different topic really right now. I'm going to go back to the topic we were talking about, which was the Mount Rushmore. I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm going to let them do theirs first. Actually, what was your fourth who you would put on the rap Mount Rushmore? Or the 2010s Mount Rushmore? So there's J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake. Who's the other one? I mean, there's always a big three, so the fourth is always kind of hard.
Yeah.
I mean, 2010 to now, or like...
Yeah, or 2010 to 2020.
Oh, I would have to put Lil Uzi on that.
I respect that.
I feel like I have to. He started like a whole movement after like whatever the fuck
one.
the album was. I forgot. But all of that, I think that like really progressed
I respect that
rap
one.
throughout that. I mean, he was...
That's a really good one. I'm saying here.
I would put really Post 2 just because out of all his shit, but he came really mainstream. Too. But I still respect Post for everything he did.
There's many that it could be.
Yeah,
because like, I can respect a lot of these.
Like, Post was more like singing and like hooks and all that shit, but I compare him to X the same way.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Lil Uzi after hearing Patrick's and Tyler's.
Yeah.
I don't have
I agree.
Rap 2010.
It's okay. It could be an artist.
Yeah, just do an artist. Just add an artist.
A decade.
In
a
there.
whole decade.
You have a whole decade to pick an
20.
artist. Who was it?
10 through 20.
I mean, Sam Smith kind of popped off within 2010.
Adele.
I'll do Bruno Mars.
Was Adele after 2010?
I think she after her album in 2011.
Bruno was like 2011.
And Hooligans.
Fuck, yeah.
Man, we don't even talk about how great his albums, like his discography is.
He hasn't gotten his flowers as he should.
Hey, he got his early though.
He has his like platinum like records and shit, but like people don't give him his respect that he should.
I just wish he'd go on tour.
I don't know, man. Bruno gets a lot of respect.
He doesn't go on tour very often.
He doesn't go on tour, and that's what's pissing me off.
For him, yes, but I'm feel like
Bruno has my favorite halftime performance ever.
I
remember watching that performance live, and he came out on the fucking drum set, performed with the whole band, and went like black and white, and he ended up with Just the Way You Are, the flag, Star Spangled Banner. I was like, elite.
The conversation we were having, I think the reason he doesn't go on tour, because for most artists, tour is where they get their like money. That's where like the most money. That's where most of their money comes from. And with Bruno, he has so many just hits.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to. He doesn't. That's like money's not an issue. Like where he has to go on tour.
People respect his time he put into a song. That's what I feel like.
And I think
he's just slept on because of that.
He's
because
more about
everyone knows he's dropping a hit.
And I found this out about Bruno. Like whenever him and Anderson .Paak did Silk Sonic, I'm like, he cares about the music more than he cares about putting on a show.
For sure.
So I think that's why he doesn't want to go on tour. I would love to see him.
Imagine just seeing a Bruno performance live.
I would love that, but like
every song would hit.
Especially because if he'd go on tour, he'd go on tour with Silk Sonic.
He sticks to the big time. He sticks to the Grammys and the BET Awards. and
this might
whatever
be
else he performed
out of pocket, but I think what showed Anderson .Paak his like talent was definitely The Office. whenever he was on The Office, on the drums and all that shit. It kind of showed his passion for the music, and I think that's
Office, and I was thinking about the show Office.
Yeah, I was kind of.
No.
He's talking about the
Box Office or whatever the fuck.
No, it's not box. It's a
Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk. Okay.
Yeah, whenever Anderson .Paak was on
Silent
that,
Library.
like.
But yeah, Tiny Desk.
When I first saw that, like, I really gained a lot of respect for Anderson .Paak because he had so much passion in his group.
Musically, he can play like so many different instruments. His unique voice.
Yeah.
Talk about an ear for sound, man.
Yeah. And he has that like raspy like voice. I think
Bruno picked probably the perfect person for this generation
to be his partner. In
no, seriously.
Yeah. He was part of the best XXL group too, right?
What was it? 2014. That's the year with like Chance, Kevin Gates.
That was Chance, and then like 2013. It was like 2013, 2014 were like that's where like most of the people blew up because I think 2013 was whenever Travis Scott was in it.
We know 16
went hard.
16 went hard as fuck. Everyone blew up.
We didn't have a good XXL class until 2016 came.
Yeah,
after 2014, we didn't have another
all
good
those
one.
artists are known.
Yeah, every single one blew up because that was a whole new generation. That was the new generation of rap. That's where I established where it started.
Yeah, definitely
with the 2016 freshman class. Now, XXL ain't shit no more.
Yeah,
agreed.
Like after Louis 21,
like earlier today,
Denzel,
they released
Kodak,
like the first three. They released like the first 3 freestyles for this freshman class in the past few days, and I was listening to them today, and it was like Sofago, and a girl named Doche, and then somebody else, and I listened to them, and I was like, this is boring.
I wish you just snuck in Lil Dicky on that fucking 21 shit, bro.
2016 Lil Dicky.
He could have fit in perfectly. He can go off anything.
Wait, in what year?
2016. I wish they just snuck in fucking Lil Dicky.
He was in 2016.
Put him with Designer.
Well, I know, but they were like the bottom class.
They put him with Designer.
Oh, yeah.
Designer, Anderson
do that shit.
Yeah, like if they just...
We rewatched it here like a few weeks ago.
That one, I don't care what anyone says, bro. Anderson .Paak's
he's
thing,
great, bro.
He's great, but off that XXL freestyle, he's like, and I hopped on the plane.
Oh my god, bro! Lil Dicky carried the whole thing. Like no one else was good.
That's the reason I have respect for XXL because I feel like with the freestyle, like the freestyles and then the ciphers. You can tell who's better than who off of that.
Oh,
you can tell how good someone is off of that and how much they care about the culture of rap and of hip-hop. You can tell. And that's why I don't like XXL anymore because I feel like I sound like an old head right now. But, like now, it's not like they don't care about coming with, like, a verse that's crazy for their freestyle or for the cypher. Like, they just don't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
And like it's boring, and
they just put someone new that got a lot of views or listens. They're like, "Fuck it,
we're putting."
They put a lot of one-hit wonders on there now.
Yeah. Who my favorite artist out of that was, or my 2 favorite were
2016.
Yeah, 21 Savage and Kodak. I think that's what I listened to the most.
Little sorry ass beat.
Dude, that's legendary. Who picked this sorry ass beat? I'm like, damn, Kodak shit.
Man, you were talking about getting like a sense of the artist through like the XXL. That 2016 group, man, you got it. Like Uzi's start, like I think like Uzi and Yachty, both of them or Yachty a little bit less, but Uzi that just felt like a freestyle. Like you're just seeing his like his groove.
I mean, like it was a freestyle, but like it was good.
Yeah.
Because like if you can freestyle like that and you're on XXL and you can like if you're like a Uzi or like a Juice where you can freestyle off the top like that, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, show us.
I mean, Juice wasn't on XXL, but like he can freestyle like that. But like if you can do it. But if you can't, come with a written at least. Show yourself. Show what you're about.
See, in that class, I would have put Lil Dicky in front of Lil Yachty any day of the week.
Yeah.
That was my one thing about it. I was like, Lil Dicky.
Lil Yachty had his run, but I feel like we're out of that era of how he sounded already.
Yeah, like I think Lil Dicky would have carried it a little bit better.
I love Lil Yachty. Like he had a lot of bangers while we were like in high school in that like era, but I think Lil Yachty's run is done. I'm sorry, like I love you, Lil Yachty, but
I agree.
Top 5
I want to give him his flower. My bad. I want to give him his flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Also, but
He brought a lot.
Yachty and Uzi both gassing up 21, top tier.
Oh yeah.
Denzel Curry's verse, top tier.
Yeah, definitely.
Kodak's ending, top tier. Like the whole thing was great. They had amazing chemistry.
Was crazy, bro. God, we didn't realize what we had.
I remember.
I mean, we realize it now, and we still
sense.
have them now, obviously. But yeah, all of them, and but shit, at the time, whenever they were like in their like come up stage, which most people consider their prime is like the come up.
Yeah.
God, we didn't realize what we had.
I don't know, man. Me, Noah, and Tristan, bro, every day at lunch, bro, we were fucking quoting that shit. Like, we all had headphones in. We had that Bluetooth shit where we're all listening at the same time.
You know,
we were just fucking rapping that shit. We're like, fuck.
You know one who's unrated as a motherfucker that was in that?
Who?
I think it's in 2016. Denzel Curry.
Oh, yeah, no. Denzel. I mean, he got his respect. He's number one album of the year right now.
You think so?
That's what everyone's saying. I agree with him.
AS up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
to be compared
I love
to
Kendrick,
Mr.
but like, I don't think Kendrick got number one album.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Number one album is Harry's House.
Hey, if we're talking about all artists, I don't disagree.
Yeah,
number one.
Like, I see a case.
Yeah.
But as far as
but rap album.
Rap album.
As far as rap, look, Kendrick.
Rap album.
I don't know. Denzel's album.
Kendrick's like third right now in my opinion.
Third.
Because I think maybe fourth.
Just what are some of your other greatest
like,
albums?
So for this, I'll get the hot take out of there first. So the hot take that I have is I think Push's was better than Hound's. It's Still Dry or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Great album.
Yeah.
Something Dry. I thought Push's was good. I guess another hot take. I thought Logic's was better than his. Even I'm not even saying that because I'm a Logic fan. It's the beat, the production on it was amazing. It was it was experimental, but wasn't experimental because the samples he chose is why I made it experimental. And then Denzel's
Speaking of experimental, I think a lot of artists are experimenting this year.
Man,
and I love it.
I like it, bro.
Like who was it? Harry Styles experimented.
Oh,
Drake
Harry's
also
album.
experimented
Yeah,
this
the
year.
dance album.
Yeah.
And Beyonce, she coming with the dance
coming
shit.
back. Nah, bro, it's gonna be
like that new single she dropped. What day is it? Like this past like Friday or like whenever she dropped it, dude.
Everyone's trying new things.
It was the dance shit too.
Hey,
yeah.
2020.
Right.
I thought Puya was top 5 albums. His what album?
I can't tell you. I didn't listen to it. I gotta move it from right there.
I forgot
moving my
the
hand
album name, but the one Superman has dead on, and then all that shit, bro, expressed so much emotion throughout the whole album. I could listen to. That might be me being biased, but like throughout his old shit
could be right
to now,
I haven't listened to it.
Like there's so much like. It didn't remind me of X, but it kind of did just throughout. He kind of shared his emotions throughout everything. Like that whole album is
because I haven't dove
fucking
into
good.
Puya that much.
You know I do. I play that shit.
I know
every
you
time.
do.
Yeah.
And I just haven't dove into him. What are you gonna say?
Well, talking about that top 3, like Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake, all 3 of them are still growing. Like
yeah, we never even got to that.
Here, I still want to hear your 4th, but look, Kendrick, Mr. Moran, The Big Steppers, and I just hate that it came out during summer, but it's his most personal album. Like he stripped away a lot of those qualities and he was personal. Yeah. Drake has a dance album. J. Cole, I feel like this is more mixtape-ish than what he's originally done, and it's like, you know, he has some features on there. He's focusing on production. Like he's growing. Like these artists are trying to expand in their genres, and it's beautiful.
I agree with pretty much every single thing you just said. Was J. Cole's most recent album, it did feel like he was going back more to his roots, and he was just like rapping. He was just rapping a rap. Like I felt like he had the hunger again, you know?
Yeah.
And then okay, we'll go to Kendrick. Kendrick, this is something we haven't heard from him fully on a full-length album. We haven't heard his like feelings fully. Yeah. He's told stories about his past, which are his feelings, but he's also just like told like stories from other perspectives on other albums and stuff like that. This one, it was just straight his feelings and how he felt about shit, and
he didn't need any.
What's in his mind and his heart.
He didn't need any double entendres and analogies. Like,
exactly.
He just gave us.
He just gave it. I mean, it still rhymes.
Yeah,
shit.
it's still great.
But
Kendrick shared his feelings for sure on that album.
But like, I feel like it's an album that will age better over time.
Definitely.
As it goes.
Yeah.
And then Drake, I understood what Drake was trying. Like, he executed it all right. I don't think it's a bad album. I think it's a good album in the sense that he's trying to step into the new what's
generation.
I guess the new generation,
new era,
not generation because it's within the same generation, but like dance music that's becoming, or dance house music that's becoming like the new shit.
Yeah, definitely.
And he tried to do his own take on that, and people were just expecting like classic Drake shit, like bangers after banger after banger type shit, or like feelings after feelings, and he didn't do that. That's why I think it got perceived bad.
Yeah, I just don't think it deserved to be a surprise album. Yeah. I feel like with the rollout, because
I agree with that.
The last, I don't remember for sure if What a Time to Be Alive was just a surprise album, but his last two in my mind were If You're Reading This Is Too Late and What a Time to Be Alive. Those are both bars, like rap performances.
I can understand why he did it as like he didn't do a big rollout for it, because he didn't want it to be a big deal, because like he probably knew like this isn't my usual shit. Yeah, so like to a fan, it seems like surprise album, it better be fire. But to the artist, it's going to be like,
let me test the waters.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't want to make a big deal out of this because I'm kind of testing shit. And I'm like seeing like where we are in music. And so he just kind of dropped it. And like he announced it 6 hours before or whatever it was.
Yeah. I like those albums though.
But yeah,
I don't like waiting on an album. Like J. Cole, Kendrick. Kendrick said,
Kendrick said like, but what, like 1 or 2 months before?
I remember when Ty was telling me Kendrick's dropping in October. Isaac can't drop his album in October because Kendrick's about to drop.
I did say Kendrick's about to drop, and I last summer I was like, Kendrick's gonna drop. Yeah. And I was like telling Isaac, and I was like, you can't drop your album until after Kendrick, because like even though we're not a big artist,
you don't want to drop it when
Kendrick.
You don't want.
But we're not a big artist or nothing, so it don't really matter that much. But it's like everybody's gonna be tapping into his songs and stuff, and nobody's gonna want to listen to yours that night. And it's like it'll be the difference between like 15 listeners compared to like 500.
Yeah. That's why I like the little surprise shit, because you're like, I don't know what the fuck they expect. You click on it and you're like, oh shit, it's hard as fuck.
And so I was telling you that in the summer. Cause after that Baby Keem song dropped, and he was like 2021 new flows or whatever he said in that.
Yeah, I had it.
And new flows coming. Be patient, brother. and so I was like, shit, Isaac can't drop.
I remember Ty telling me, because we were hanging out. And it didn't
come in 2021.
Me and Ty were hanging out a lot, like in that moment till like Christmas, till everyone got busy.
Isaac has a better album than Kendrick Lamar.
Hey.
Shout out Red Eyes.
Red Eyes, bro.
I mixed it. Let's go.
Album in the fucking shit, bro.
Hey, you heard that, Isaac?
Yeah, but
better than the GOAT. Come on.
Come on, man. Come on, let's get it.
Can I still give y'all's flowers?
I appreciate it.
As a podcast. Look, first of all, y'all were a heavy inspiration to actually try and get myself started on making a podcast. To see y'all actually take those steps. Like, now that I'm seeing the setup and how quick y'all decided to actually do it. Like, cause me, I've had an idea in mind forever, but I never put actions toward it. Y'all had the idea, put it together, everyone played their part, made something out of it. It's inspirational. Like, I hope y'all know that.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
For real.
I mean,
I want y'all to know that.
I mean, advice for you, and then advice for anyone else that wants to start a podcast. All it is like,
just fucking do it.
Yeah, just do it. Like, as long as you have like a few $100s to set aside and put towards it to buy the mics. I mean, podcasts are usually multiple people, so you can split it. But to buy the mics, the little mic stands that are really cheap, and then the little interface and the XLR cables. That's all you need, and you're good to go. And you can make a podcast. You couldn't. I mean, even if you don't have mics, you can do it off your phones if you really want to. But
if you really want to. Yeah.
If you want to make it professional, then it'll take just like maybe $300 if there's only 2 people. And
it's an investment.
At that.
I think y'all executed it well.
I
appreciate
it.
For real, yeah.
We thought about it at dinner.
Yeah, dinner.
We were.
What do you say?
We've told this story.
Do what excites.
Yeah, there you go, bro. Excites. Just take a chance on something you got, and you're young. Well, if you're old, it don't matter. Shit, but like if you got something, do it, bro.
We talked about it at dinner. We bought all the stuff.
Ramen,
yeah, we're eating ramen.
Ramen.
We're like, we should start a podcast. I ordered this, the same, just sitting down. I was like, okay, we're starting it.
Yeah.
I ordered it.
And you ordered the interface.
Yeah.
We're like, oh god, I guess we have to do it.
So we did it,
and then a month later we had everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think we told the story on the podcast. It was because like them two,
Omar,
like Josh Maria were
Josh
Maria,
group,
Omar,
yeah.
like the couples on our friend group. They went out and they kind of like went camping type thing. And it was just like the couple, so we didn't go. Like we didn't want to go.
It was on Valentine's Day. That's when.
No, that's when we dropped.
And so all the couples went on a like little vacation or whatever, and we didn't want to go because we were single, and we all went. Us 3 went and got food together, and we were like, man, we're the lonely boys. Like we're the ones who are lonely. Yeah, all of them are out, and so that's how the lonely boys came about.
That's so hard, bro. That's
we're like, fuck it, bro. We're starting
we're
this
like,
shit.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And now we're 15 episodes deep, and
big shout
or
out.
16 now. This is part 2, so 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're coming to a close on this part 2 or whatever. So,
real quick, what was your 4th? I never got to hear your 4th on that Mount Rushmore.
So we got Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. Oh, shit. I didn't even think about it as we're talking.
Come on, Ty, think, bitch. Come on.
I got a minute and a half. Wait, and then plus outro. Lil Uzi was a really good one, but I don't think it's Lil Uzi. I think it is.
Bryson Tiller.
No.
G-Eazy?
So I would say Travis Scott, but I'm not a fan of Travis Scott, so I don't like it.
Playboy Cardi.
A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky?
A$AP Rocky.
Canal Street?
He sticks to his roots. Yeah. He sticks to the old heads. He knows his shit about the old school and stuff like that. So A$AP Rocky.
And he sticks to it. Yeah.
And he has a whole wave of his whole group with A$AP Mob. All right.
I put Future on there, actually.
Oh, shit. Future.
Yeah, okay.
Future.
Room Locker.
All right. Vamos.
Come on, outro.
Thank you for watching the Lonely Boy podcast. I hope you enjoyed both episodes. It just kind of came out of nowhere, but if you stay to the end, thank you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below your top 5 albums of all time.
Yes, and this will be the outro for
both
part 1 and part 2. Peace.
Okay, see ya. Love you.
Come
on. I just saw you doing it.